Hi, this is Jason. You're watching On God Crypto. As most of you know, if you've been following the crypto space lately, Bitcoin has had a massive crash as of late. And when we see a crash in Bitcoin, we typically see a big crash in other altcoins as well. Now, with all of that happening, we have definitely seen a lot of emotion in our trading. Now, emotions have no space in trading. They don't belong here. And we are going to cover how to remove emotions from your trading. So when you're dealing with money, the last thing you want to deal with on top of that is emotions. All right. Well, you want to separate the two to make wise decisions. All right. So that's pretty common sense, but we're gonna go over that today. All right. So sharing screen, and away we go. So here we have some pictures. We're going to go over the cycle of market emotions. Learn this, be familiar with it. It's just like the cycle of, the 5 stages of grief, except now we're setting it to a cycle that involves trading. All right, so we can see some pretty familiar stuff here as far as when we're dealing with grief. Look at this downhill. We've got anxiety, denial, fear, panic, desperation. All of these are kind of coming into play with psychology that you're already familiar with. So just familiarize yourself with what's going to go through your head when you're trading, and understand what's happening in your head so that you can make decisions that are based on rational thought, not emotional thought. Okay. So in order to do that, we need to manage our patience and emotions. We need to protect our emotional capital, wait for good trades, avoid revenge trading. Look that up. It's important not to revenge trade. Okay, so we've got risk management. We want to position our sizing or have appropriate size in our positions. Make sure we're managing our trades well, correlate our management. And then we use technical analysis there in order to do all this. We determine our good entry points, our good exit points, and our good market selections. Okay, if any of this is not making sense to you, just bear with me. We're just covering the emotional side of technical analysis at this point. All right, so the important thing to understand when we're dealing with emotions and we're dealing with a big drop in the market is that trying to catch knives or big drops in the market is very dangerous. It is a very emotionally taxing experience. All right, we're going to cover that a little bit more, but the principle I want you to understand here is be careful when trying to catch knives because it hurts. All right, so now we've got a breakdown here of the layers of patience when trading with dealing with trading emotions. All right, the biggest one I would say is don't break your rules. All right, all of this kind of comes back down to don't break your rules. And here are your rules. All right, wait for good trades, hold on to good trades, grow your account. All right, have a long-term plan. All right, don't over leverage. All of this is good. All of this is good information. Don't chase prices. All right, don't try to catch knives either. All right, so don't chase greens and don't try to catch knives. All right, have a plan and stick with it. All right, so here's some of the problems that we're looking at with day trading, and here's some of our potential fixes. All right, so read this, get familiar with it. All right, but most importantly, make sure you're here to learn. All right, so embrace your mistakes. All right, learn from what happens in the market so that you can make better decisions as you learn and progress. All right, FOMO traders, here's your cycle. You buy in with greed and excitement, you sell because of fear and anxiety, and it just repeats itself. So here's what we're trying to avoid. Buying high and selling low is how you lose money. That's just simple facts. So don't do that. And here's another last little diagram. Just kind of felt like really beating this home. Get fear, greed, hope, anxious, and excitement understood, and make them part of your tools in your toolbox instead of something that's going to hinder you or hurt you in your day trading. All right. That is we're going to cover on the graphic side of things for day trading. All right, so I'll post those on my page in a separate page, or excuse me, a separate post, so that you can share those, get to them. Make sure to go back and pause that video if you need to. So now we understand our emotions and what kind of hindrance they might have for us. Now we're going to go into a little bit more detail. Here we go, sharing screen, and away we go. All right, trading psychology. So we went over this a little bit, but here's where I want you to go to learn more, or at least this is one source of information. All right, so some key takeaways is trading psychology is the emotional component of investors' decisions-making process, which may help explain why some decisions appear more rational than others. All right, so emotions are getting in the way of rational decisions. Understand that and use that information to make better decisions. Okay, so this is Investopedia. They have a day trading introduction. They cover the importance of day trading psychology. All right, and it's important because when we're day trading, we're making snap decisions. Okay, we have to make our snap decisions while understanding the fear behind them. We have to make snap decisions while overcoming our greed. And we have to set rules and follow these rules. And these rules are going to be based on research. We're going to continuously review our research. We're going to stay flexible with what actually happens in the market. Okay, it's all about risk management. And in order to manage our risk, we also need to manage our emotions. So look into how to day trade properly. The way to day trade properly is to understand your emotions and your psychology, and then take that a step further and understand the emotions and the psychology of the general public. Okay, you can make trading decisions based on what you think other people are going to do. All right, so that gets a little dangerous and definitely speculative. But that's what this whole space is for. Is it can be fun to just kind of bet on what other people are going to do. All right, so that can be fun, but what I encourage you all to do is to invest intelligently. All right, so basically just research. Okay. Oops, we actually are not done sharing screen. I'm going to make this one a little bit longer because day trading is a very emotional space. So here is a tool that I have actively used to remove emotions from my day trading. All right, it's called Pionex. It's a grid trade. It's a how do I put this? This is a trading platform that automates your trades for you. So on crypto space, you can trade 24/7, 365. Now, instead of staring at graphs 24/7, 365, you can create bots that buy low and sell high all the time, 24/7, 365. You can make money in your sleep by using this platform. And I've done it many times. All right, so here we go. Grid trading bots. So we've got 12 free built-in trading bots. All right, with using Pionex. They have grid trading bots that take just a 0.05% fee on each trade. So you want to click here to learn more about that. So here's what you get. You get a price range that you set. And then within that price range, you've got however many different orders that you want to place. So they create these buy orders for you in this bot. And as the price goes up and down, you can see it's crossing these lines. So it's buying and selling at each one of these at each one of these points. And each one of those buy and sell points, it secures a little bit of profit. So there's profit here as it goes down, and there's profit here as it comes back up. All right, so this dip right here, if you were to buy in at this position, you would watch your money go down, or a little bit above it. You would watch your money go down and then right back up, and you would have been then you would have broken even at that point. All right, in a traditional market setting. Now using Pionex, if you buy in right here and it dips below this buy marker, you now buy and sell for a small profit, and then it dips down a little bit lower, it comes back up, and now buy and sell right here. And now instead of breaking even at this point, you've now hit 2 buy and sell orders that you profited on. And using Pionex, you can release your profits. So your bot can continue running while you are able to release the profits from it. This will allow your bot to continue running without any sort of hindrance. All right, we'll go into much more detail over this. I'm just kind of trying to give you guys tools to use right away. So this arbitrage bot is another thing to consider here. It's extremely low risk, and it can earn yourself some really good APRs. Basically, you're utilizing the futures market. All right, and I'm not going to try to explain it to you, but basically you hedge your risk. You put spots and futures together, and you arbitrage between the two. All right, so click there to learn more. It's confusing, but it happens every 8 hours. It pays out every 8 hours. Okay, I've done it. It works. There's better returns out there for me that I'll go over in future videos. So I no longer allocate funds to the arbitrage bot, but I did initially when I was starting. It was very safe to start off with. It gave me good returns, and I was happy to use it at the time. Now I'll just say that when starting off, this is a great way to go, and that as you progress, you'll find more profitable positions to put your funds. So just learn more and more, try different things, trade with USD. I don't know if this function is available in our country. I haven't looked into it yet. I don't think it is. Anyway, so we've got arbitrage bots and good trading bots. Those are 2 important ones, but as I said, there are 12, and we will go over those more in future videos. So we've got good security. Pionex is pretty new, 701 days that it's been operating safely. So, a little under 2 years, but I'd say that's pretty good considering crypto's so young, and this is a new-ish platform. It's aggregated, so it uses Pionex and Huobi. I don't know if I said that right, but it's an aggregated exchange. It's backed by these guys, and it's licensed by these guys. All right. So that's Pionex. It's pretty cool. It automates your day trading so that you can remove your emotions. All right, so now we're over here to BitUniverse. It uses Pionex grid trading bots across multiple exchanges. So we're going to scroll down here because this is really all I'm going to tell you about here. So BitUniverse allows you to use 22 different exchanges. So you can use this grid trading bot on, let's say, Kraken. You could use it on Kraken and then take it the same exact bot and use it on Binance. All right. So why you would do that is up to you. There's obviously different strategic purposes for each decision that you make here. Now, BitUniverse offers this BitUniverse link, which is pretty cool. Basically connects your Twitter and your Medium. So that's pretty neat. Tickers, that's pretty common. So yeah, the big thing to know about BitUniverse is that it allows you to plug in your Pionex bots across multiple exchanges. Pretty neat. So we'll take that a step further though, and we can use CryptoHopper, world-class automated crypto trading bot. All right. So we're going to automate our trading and take your emotion out of the equation. All right. I really, really want this to just be understood is like, you have to be careful with your emotions when you're trading. You have to. I mean, you have to be careful with your emotions just in general, right? So when you attach your emotions to money, it's really tricky. So I just can't express that enough. So anyway, this CryptoHopper is good. But I haven't used it personally because Pionex is free, BitUniverse is free, CryptoHopper has a charge to it, but it does a lot more. Social trading platforms, pretty neat, look into that. Expert tools without coding skills. So this is really what I want to share with you about CryptoHopper. Is it's got market making strategies, it's got exchange and market arbitrage, which we'll go over into a little bit more in a minute here. It's got strategy designers. So here's where it's really cool. So your Pionex and your BitUniverse are just set on price ranges. There's really no technical analysis that's applied. But when CryptoHopper, we can take popular indicators and candle patterns, such as the RSI, EMA. Some of you might recognize some of these signals here. But basically, your hoppers will scan the markets 24/7, and they will use the technical analysis indicators that you've set to the bots to make the trades for you based on technical analysis, not just a set price window. All right, so now you're using strategy with your bots, not just, okay, the market's going to do what the market does. All right. I think you can do this with Pionex too, but I know that it's just straight up tells you right here, which I like. On CryptoHopper, you can paper trade. All right, so start practicing with paper trading, and you're not putting any of your actual funds at risk. That's a good way to get used to the technology. All right, so now I want to show you the features. All right, so mirror trading, you can copy other people's trading. Paper trading, you can trade without any risk. Strategy designer, all right, so you can design your own strategies. Automatic trading and trailing stop losses. So all of these tools are very good. But here's where I really pricing. Here's what I really want to show you here. So it's free at 20 positions, and you don't get any technical analysis. You don't get any simulated trading bots. You know, it's really limited with the free version. The maximum version, which is very expensive but very intriguing, and you know, very expensive is perspective, but anyway, you've got a lot of different options in here. Okay, and one of the big ones that I want to show you is market arbitrage. So you're working on 20 some different exchanges, okay, with CryptoHopper. And what you can do with CryptoHopper is you can arbitrage trade. So with all these different exchanges running, they are all listing their coins at slightly different prices. So let's just pull a number out of the air for the sake of example. Let's say Bitcoin is trading for $10 on Kraken, okay? And let's say it's trading for $9 on Binance, okay? We could take and buy a Bitcoin for $9 on Binance and then go and sell it for $10 on Kraken and have a $1 profit. Now we could do that with 10,000 coins and have a $10,000 profit. Okay, so it's scalable that way, but it's also highly competitive because guess what? You're not the first person to realize you can do this. All right, so these prices change frequently. People are actually encouraged to do arbitrage trading to help reduce the gap in the different price ranges. I may have not said that very clearly. So when you're dealing with arbitrage, basically it helps to reduce the difference in price between exchanges. Okay. And that's important because we want to have a pretty consistent price between all exchanges to increase legitimacy of crypto. Okay. So, but it's important to realize that while you can access all these tools for $100 a month, there's a lot of different free resources that'll help you just get started. So you don't really need to jump right into this. All right. There's lots of ways to make money on crypto without jumping into this. Okay. So there's lots of tools available. I'm just kind of showing you a few. I've used Pionex personally. I like it. I will continue to use it. I have not used BitUniverse totally yet because I have not added any extra exchanges to it. This is something I'll probably build up towards, but at this point, I'll use Pionex when I feel like it, just to help kind of avoid any FOMO. You know, I don't mind day trading Dogecoin, but I'm certainly not going to hold on to it. That sort of thing. Let's see. CryptoHopper I haven't used yet, but I'm really interested in the idea of applying technical analysis to automated day trading. That's really appealing to me. So I will likely jump on this hero package at some point to try it out. I'm very curious, very curious. All right, so this has all been very powerful information. I hope it's been digestible. Another way to help with that digestibility is to follow CryptoCred on Twitter. This guy is a G, okay? He's got these awesome free trading resources. It goes over candlesticks and much, much more, entries, trade management. It's really, really dense, all right? It's all in a Google Doc. It's right here. All right, and I'm using my Brave browser. Check this out. You see this tip button? Click that. I could just simply, and well, I don't have the funds to do it because I haven't been using this very long, but I can just easily tip CryptoCred on an individual tweet. Tip. It'd be that simple. All right, to tip your content creators. So, oh, I like this video. Thanks a lot. Here's a little tip. All right, that's the beauty of using Brave browser, is you can tip your content creators. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you here on his page, unpopular opinion, most people would be better off buying the all-time high breakout than trying to catch the knife. The lowest entry isn't necessarily the best entry, especially in terms of mental capital required to hold, manage, and so on. This is an important piece of trading information. Okay, do with it as you please. I would love to tip this man for that. All right, I'm going to get some basic attention tokens added into my Uphold wallet just for that purpose. All right. So this has been a long video. I didn't intend for it to run this long. I actually wanted to make this into 3 videos, but the content just kind of kept spilling over. And I think it's just too important to try and break into little pieces and spread it out through the week. You need all of this in one spot. I'll probably make shorter videos and break it up to make it a little bit easier to digest, but I really felt called to get this out this week all in one. So that's day trading and the emotions for day trading and tools to help remove the the emotions from day trading. So that's what we've got this week. I'll probably go ahead and make shorter videos to break it down, make it more kind of a little digestible. If I don't do that this week, I will in the future go into just more detailed videos on how to use Pionex, how to use BitUniverse, how to use CryptoHopper. As I'm saying it now, that seems more likely. So we'll do that. So up next, we're going to cover yield farming, AMMs, Radium, Sol Farm, the Solana network, blockchain, excuse me, Solana blockchain. After that, we're going to cover low cost transfers, recursive interest, compounding your recursive interest, and then securing your profits. So there's a lot more to come. Please tell your friends if you're getting any value out of this information, spread it along. So again, I'm Jason. You're watching On God Crypto, and may the fork be with us.